And then we've got, I think it was Osama who first mentioned ARIMA. Was that you, Osama? Yeah, so Osama says we can look at financial statements using ARIMA, right? So, and it looks like Leo would be on board with that, right? With the time series approach. So those are three approaches that are out there, right? Did I miss any? Right? Let me know if I missed any. Leo says, I think there's a difference between choosing trading algorithms and a model like GARCH just to identify volatility. Those are two different problems. Leo, did I miss a previous statement of yours? I'm sorry, I don't understand the context of that. Are you replying to somebody else or... Sorry, Leo, help me understand that. Okay, and then Manoj is saying that they also proposed the Black-Scholes. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, so we actually have 4 items that have been proposed, guys. Leo says commenting on somebody else. Okay. All right, so we have 4 approaches that are out there. Anybody else? Anybody else want to give an approach, or just say, you know, they agree with one or the other, or maybe you want to ask more questions, right? Maybe somebody out there wants Manoj to define what Black-Scholes means to them, right? Or how they see it being used. Right? That could be something. So for me, you know, also as the chief data scientist, I get to also make suggestions, right? So here's where I'm thinking. One of the benefits, well, one of the needs in alpha farming is that you don't know where it can come from. Therefore, you have to cast a broad net, right? So the power in whatever it is we're going to deliver is in how many possible investments you can look at any given time, the width of what you can look at. And machine learning excels at that, right? Because we're going to teach a machine what to look for, right? The machine learning is perfect for this. So that's my thinking. And you guys know that sometime within the last 2 months, I ran that session on Meta, on Meta's library Prophet. It's a forecasting library they have. And it's a super simple library, right? You give it the input has 2 columns, the date and the price. And according to Meta's, you know, papers and research and all that stuff, if you give it enough information about the dates and the price and the seasonality and the frequency, and you give it enough opportunity to cut up the data and look at different time windows and all of that stuff, it's going to be efficient at trying to find those models that fit the data to give you that forecasting for however many periods you want into the future, right? So that's my proposed solution. That we use a lightweight library like Meta, like Prophet by Meta. I'm defining lightweight because the data would be very easy to source, right? Because remember, if we say we're going to do time series, now we got to source that for all kinds of different, you know, stock potentials out there, right? So I'm thinking trying to do something lightweight and then focusing on the width of it all. Right? So that's my suggestion. So we're going to make that the 5th suggestion that we have. Anybody else want to comment or support a suggestion, ask questions, right? Again, very healthy for us to challenge each other. So don't be afraid to do that. Or maybe there's a sixth option out there, right? But right now we have 5. So what do you guys think? I'm going to start writing some stories. Okay? What was the last one? Efficient theory, right? No, what was it called? Efficient frontier, right? All right. House says I actually mentioned profit, but you looked past me. You did? Where? I don't think I saw that. You're on Instagram. Sometimes the chat misses Instagram messages, but I don't think I saw that previously. Manoj says, yes, I'm ready to take it if I'm wrong. Okay, see, Manoj, I appreciate the open attitude. All right, so I added 4 new stories, right? Because these are stories that would basically come out of this meeting. Right? And again, guys, we're still open for feedback, so keep on typing if you guys want to give feedback on some of the proposals so far. But so this first one, so Fatima, this would be your story, right? Because this is me saying, okay, Fatima, I think you might have a viable option on your hands, but we're going to need a lot of news articles, right? Because it feels like for that one, it's going to be 2 models. You're going to need some sort of like a sentiment grading, right? And then apply that grading to wherever the stock is today. And then what did it do on those past gradings, right? So you almost need like 2 predictions or 2 algorithms in one. And that's okay, but we need to make sure we have a reliable news source, right? So like that would be a story that comes out of this. Manoj, this next one would be your story. Surely, I'm guessing, right? There must be a library out there that does the Black-Scholes calculations, right? But now we got to find it, right? We got to verify it exists. We got to verify that we know the inputs, how it works, right? Good examples. So that's your story, Manoj. This one is mine. As a data scientist, I want to find a source of historical stock data right? According to MetaProfit, I only need the date and the price. So I need to be able to do that. And then Manoj, this would also be yours, right? Again, I've never done Efficient Frontier, but I'm assuming there's a library out there for it. So let's find it. What does it look like, right? So I hope that serves as an example for all of us on how how the meetings run and what needs to come of them, right? Because we need to actually start doing things, right? We need to start doing things and start putting all of these things together, right? So I think that we can work through one, maybe two of these stories.